Hello, Blythe, Evie, Joe, Jack, Callum, and Cadence. It's story time, and today we're reading Chickens Aren't the Only Ones by Ruth Heller. And the opening page has 4 hens on the top and the bottom on a nest, and each one of them has their own egg. Chickens aren't the only ones. Chickens lay the eggs you buy. Rooster and 3 fluffy hens. The eggs you boil or fry and look at all those eggs. And look, there's 4 that look like they're ready to be deviled, Evie. And there's another one that looks like it's being fried. The eggs you boil or fry or dye. Oh my goodness, look at all those fabulous dyed Easter eggs. And again, 4 eggs ready to be deviled, Evie. And a little chick that's just hatched. Or leave alone so you can see what grew inside naturally. That little chick. Chickens aren't the only ones. Look at that beautiful peacock. And 5 eggs. So there's a peacock, which has the really colorful feathers, and the peahen, which is the bird that's right beside the eggs. The peacock is showing off. Every bird, wild and let's look and see what these birds are. I see a puffin, a macaw, a kingfisher, a crowned crane, a flamingo, a penguin, an eagle, a bird of paradise, a blue-crowned pigeon, and lots of other amazing birds. Every bird, wild or tame, does the same. And in this one we have some ducks, a swan, and a turkey. The ostrich lays the largest egg, the hummingbird the smallest. Look how small the hummingbird egg is compared to the big ostrich egg. And, on our mantle at Nani and Pepe's house, we have 2 ostrich eggs that have been painted, one from Africa and one from Italy. One has maps on it, and the other has a scene of people walking in Africa. I think it was from South Africa. Chickens aren't the only ones. Most snakes lay eggs, and lizards too, and crocodiles and turtles do. Look at that little baby crocodile coming out of the egg. And look at the turtle eggs and the snake eggs. Those are really long and thin, aren't they? Have you ever seen a lizard egg? I don't think I have. And dinosaurs, who are extinct, but they were reptiles too. And in this picture we have a theropod, a triceratops, a Tyrannosaurus rex, and a pterosaur flying in the air. Frogs and toads and salamanders lay eggs, and when they hatch, they're tadpoles who grow legs and climb a lily pad, just like their mom and dad. They don't have claws or scaly skins. They are called amphibians. Look at those eggs. Look at all those little eggs, and then look how they turn into tadpoles and guppies. And then they become frogs, toads, and salamanders. Those are really cool. Fish eggs float up to the surface or sink to the bottom of the ocean floor. And look at these beautiful fish. I see red snapper, a dolphin fish, some kind of grouper, a triple tail, and lots of other amazing looking fish. And look at their eggs. Some of them are down at the bottom and some are floating up to the top. They almost look like bubbles, don't they? This mother seahorse lays her eggs into the father's pouch. He keeps them there until they hatch, and then he's through. I think that's nice of him, don't you? Amazing that the father keeps the eggs in his pouch until they hatch. These fathers, too, are helping out by guarding eggs, protected by that foamy mass that's floating by. And they won't leave until they're sure that all the eggs have hatched. Oh, and they're such beautiful fish, aren't they? And see the foamy mass that's up above? These don't look like eggs to me, but they were laid in the sea. This one by a shark. This one by a ray. It is a mermaid's purse, they say. Oh, look at that. It looks kind of like a purse, doesn't it? And look at that shark egg with all those twirly things coming out of it, almost like ribbons. That's amazing, isn't it? Wow. Did you know so many animals laid eggs? The octopus is said to shed 100,000 eggs and then to hang them up in strings attached to rocks or caves. Oh my goodness, look at how beautiful all of those eggs on strings are. They look like a really fancy decoration. The moon snail's eggs are mixed with sand to form this collar-looking band. Look at it. It looks almost like the beginning of a shell, doesn't it, Joe? Like some of those shells we pick up at the beach. Spiders wrap their eggs in sacks. Look at that sack hanging from the spider's web. Whoa, just hanging by those thin threads from the web. Snails, you know, are very slow, but they lay eggs that hatch and grow. Look at the snail eggs. They look like little balls, and then they come out, and then it's a teeny tiny snail. And so do insects, who have 6 legs and lay many different kinds of eggs. This one, the little one, will hatch into a hungry caterpillar who will grow and grow and grow and then climb up a stem and change into this, a chrysalis. Do you see the chrysalis on the stem of the flower? And change again one summer morn. That's how a butterfly is born. Oh, look at that beautiful butterfly flying around the flowers. Oh, isn't it gorgeous? Joe, do you remember when you used to say, "Oh, Nani, look, a beautiful butterfly"? Animals with fur or hair who nurse their young and don't lay eggs are known as mammals or mammalia. A spiny anteater. Ooh, that's really spiny, isn't it? A duckbill platypus. We saw the platypus in Grandma Lived in Gully Gulch, remember? But these are two exceptions, and they both live in Australia, both the spiny anteater and the duck-billed platypus. I think maybe we saw a spiny anteater in Grandma Lived in Gully Gulch too, and I called it a porcupine. I was wrong. Chickens aren't the only ones. There's no more to discuss. Everyone who lays an egg is oviparous. Oviparous. Can you say that? Oviparous. Any animal that lays an egg is called an oviparous. Look at all those amazing animals. And they all lay eggs. Animals who don't lay eggs have babies born alive and well. But that's another tale to tell. Look at those little kittens. They were born from their mama cat. And we know other animals that are born alive and well, like Blythe, Evie, Joe, Jack, Callum, and Cadence. And then we have another beautiful nest at the end with 4 chickens, top and bottom, and their eggs right beside them. The end. I hope you liked that book. Tomorrow we're going to be reading Could Be Worse by James Stevenson. And I'm looking forward to reading with you again tomorrow. I love you all. Have a good evening and stay well and healthy. Love you. Bye-bye.